Welcome guys, and thank you for checking out Sun Bear Specialty Coffee Roaster. So this is the Rancilio Pro X. Some of you have already asked if I could go into maybe a deeper dive into this machine, talk about the ins and outs of it and how it works. That's what I wanted to change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. It does come with a brewing manual. It's super helpful. Page 20 tells you basically everything that you need to do to change the temperature on the machine. Press the minus and the plus at the same time, and that's going to bring us into our menu. From there you're going to go to F6, and then you just hit here, which is basically your enter. There you can select Celsius or Fahrenheit. I'm going to go with Fahrenheit. Okay, I've already had my machine kind of set up and running for a while, so it's pretty well heated up already. And this is the steamer. You'll see the light turn off. If I want to turn that back on again, remember this is a dual boiler, so they're running basically separate. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on again. Now, I did notice, like from day one, I thought maybe this thing would just fire straight up, and it doesn't. So if I just turn my steamer on, you'll see that it's well heated up already. Like I said, I've had my machine on for a little bit. The first time that you do this, you're going to want to make sure that you let this machine heat up for, say, 15 minutes or so. In that way, it's not really any different than this machine. The only difference is you have two boilers here with this. And so the one boiler being for your group head and the other being for the steamer. So my earliest mistake with this was trying to set up the on and off timer. I was just turning the machine off thinking it would turn it back on. It doesn't actually do that, at least not that I'm aware of. But you can actually set this thing to come awake after it's been asleep for a while. The user's manual, page 16, is going to tell you that if you go to the settings like we did before, and then you go to F02, that is where you set it up. So I'm going to do that now. Again, I'm going to press my plus and my minus. I'm going to go to F02, press the enter button. You can see that I have mine on 0.5. That is the lowest setting. 30 minutes from now. And then if you press enter again, I can set my clock and come back, and it should turn back on and be active in 30 minutes from now. So it is 7:34 right now. I will come back at 8:04 and see if it wakes up. Okay, it's 8:03 and just turned 8:04. You can see the time has come on. My temperature is down. The light has come back on, indicating that my steamer is going to heat back up. So now you can see there's no steam coming out of here. It's going to have to reheat itself up and get to that point again. Yeah, so I'm making steam already. Literally, it's only been 1 minute, and this is still feeling really hot. And the next function that everybody is interested in is the turn off time, indicating that, hey, my machine's been on long enough, or I'm going to leave the room, whatever the case is, and you want this thing to turn off automatically. So you guessed it, we press the plus and the minus. We enter into here. We go from F1 to F5 this time. And then we press our enter key. We've got 15 minutes, 30 minutes, up to 60 minutes. It keeps going up to 120 minutes. So I'm going to just say, for the sake of this, we're going to go, and also you can turn it off just so you know. But I'm going to put this on 15 minutes. We're going to come back in 15 minutes and I'll show you that it has turned off. Time is 8:07. We're going to come back to you in 15 minutes and show you this thing cycling down. 8:21. I wanted to go ahead and turn it on while we're waiting for this to turn off. I'll have it over here so you can see it turn off, see what happens. It's now 8:22. It is time for this thing to go into standby mode any second now. We're just waiting on it to happen. Do it. And there you have it. A little confession for you, I haven't seen that happen yet, so that was actually my first time getting to perform that function. I'm happy to see that it works. So now I've shown you basically how to turn it on and turn it off, or set it up to where it cycles on and off, however you would like to do that. So if you want morning coffee, you can always make it do this. Pre-infusion time, I have that on my old one. That was just a thing I grew accustomed to. And so I do have pre-infusion set up on here. I'm going to show you how. So once again, we're going to enter into our menu by pressing plus and minus. We're going to go to F08. And then we're going to hit enter. And you'll see that mine is on 6 seconds. That's the way I like it. But you can dial back yours to whatever you want, whether you want it to be 3 or 4 or 5, whatever. I'm going to leave mine on 6. Again, that's my PreInfusion timer, and you'll see I can hit it and I can run it, and you'll see it'll kick in. If you remove the drip tray, you'll see that there is an adjustment bracket in here. That is basically, if you loosen it, it adjusts, and you can either bring it up or down. Me personally, I like to leave enough room for my scale to be on here, so I'm going to leave it down. But if you wanted to put it up, that's where you do that. One more cool function about this is that you have this extra valve here for hot water. What I did not know about this, and I don't know why, it's probably just common sense, is that you have to have your steamer on for that to work. It's a function of the dual boiler. I'm sure that this is on, but this is where hot water comes out. This is perfect if you're making like an Americano or just adding hot water to a drink and you want it to just come out of there. Super easy. Now I'm going to show you maybe my favorite feature about this whole thing is just that you're able to run a shot and steam milk at the same time. Let's weigh out some coffee. 19 grams, I think. We're going for it. We are going to make a shot and we're going to steam milk at the same time. And we're off. So I'm steaming milk and I'm running a shot and it's looking beautiful. I'm at 15 seconds and my milk is going. This feels like a race a little bit. This is gonna work out great. I'm gonna stop this at 36. 36. My milk is hot. Wipe everything down. You can see it's a beautiful shot. My milk is steamed as well. Just got to get that kind of. So that's going to wrap it up for us today. Thank you all for checking out Sun Bear. This has been the Rancilio Pro X.